welcome to this explainer. You know, if you've ever felt like building an online business is just this constant, exhausting uphill battle, or if you know that awful feeling of staying up until 2 a.m. editing a single video, basically feeling trapped on an endless content treadmill, well, you are absolutely in the right place. Today, we're diving into a really comprehensive framework from our source material that reveals exactly how modern creators are reclaiming their time and scaling their digital output massively, all without burning out. And they're doing it by tapping into the 10x power of AI. So let's get right into it.
Okay, so let's start this off with a really fascinating analogy from the source about doing things completely unconventionally. Think about Chance the Rapper. Back in 2017, he achieved something totally historic. He won 3 Grammys, including Best New Artist, for a mixtape that was exclusively released on streaming platforms. Honestly, that was completely unheard of at the time. He pulled the whole thing off without ever signing a traditional record deal or selling a single physical copy. For an independent artist to do that, it required this massive willingness to just step entirely outside the box and bypass all the standard gate-kept industry machinery. And really, it sets the perfect tone for what we're talking about today, achieving remarkable results by doing business entirely on your own terms. So the crucial point the source makes here is that finding true creative independence requires a pretty major mindset shift. It's about moving away from constantly chasing those quick transactional sales and instead focusing on building real partnerships that strictly align with your principles. The source actually highlights how Chance only accepted endorsements that explicitly matched his values. Look, in the online space, a lot of people compromise who they are just to fit into a box someone else created, usually hoping for a quick paycheck. But here's why this matters for us. When you actually have the power to efficiently scale your output, you gain the ultimate leverage. The leverage to say no to bad deals and only say yes to partnerships that truly align with your core values. All right, let's move on to section 1, the content creation bottleneck. The speaker in our source poses a really provocative question here, one you kind of need to sit with for a second. Are you stuck in a loop of trying to sell complex, exhausting systems that people actually dread? The analogy they use is selling a semester of school. Think about that. Do you remember the absolute dread of a terrible classroom experience? You know, the harsh fluorescent lights, the endless lectures, the tedious homework? Most people are absolutely thrilled when they finally finish school. They definitely don't want to go back to sitting in daily meetings and trainings for years on end without seeing any tangible results. If your business model feels like forcing people back into a classroom they hate, well, you're offering something the market just isn't desperate for, and that is exactly why it's so incredibly hard to scale. To really grasp this, we have to look at traditional user-generated content, or UGC. Think about what that actually looks like in real life. It means setting up a camera in your living room, praying the lighting is decent, doing maybe 50 takes just to get the lines right, and then spending hours hunched over a laptop editing a tiny 60-second clip. It's incredibly slow, and it leads to massive burnout just to push out 1, maybe 2 videos a week. Now contrast that with AI-generated UGC. We're talking 0 physical filming, 90 to 95% faster production, and literally infinite variations. It completely removes the physical limitations that hold traditional creators back and bottleneck their entire operation. Which brings us right to section 2, the 10x power of AI. So, the source actually quantifies the sheer magnitude of this technological shift, and guys, we are not just talking about minor efficiency gains here. By leveraging AI tools with unlimited generation capabilities, the source specifically mentions tools like Video Express. Creators are literally multiplying their output by 10 to 50 times. And the revolutionary part? They are doing it without any extra physical exhaustion. You completely eliminate the need to be on camera 24/7, no perfect makeup required, no endless retakes, and no dealing with arbitrary credit limits that throttle your creativity halfway through the month. You literally just generate, test, and scale. And this isn't just some abstract theory either. Between 2022 and 2024 alone, creator AI tool usage saw an absolutely massive 900% adoption surge. When I first read that number in the source material, my mind was genuinely blown. I mean, a 900% jump in just 2 years is staggering. This is not just a fun new trend. It's the dividing line between the early adopters who catch the wave and those who get completely left behind. The creators paying attention are integrating this into their workflows right now because they recognize AI is no longer a novelty. It's an absolute necessity for survival and growth. To really put the financial stakes into perspective here, the creator economy is currently a $250 billion market, but based on the source data, it is projected to nearly double, hitting an incredible $480 billion by 2027. And it is so crucial to understand that it's not just massive tech companies raking in this money. Solo entrepreneurs and independent creators are the ones taking a huge slice of this pie. This explosive growth is being driven directly by these very AI technologies because they allow a single individual to have the rapid, scalable content creation power of an entire production studio.
Okay, let's dive into Section 3, Exploding AI UGC Growth. Currently, 1 in 3 creators is using AI on a weekly basis. It has firmly established itself as a core creative tool. And honestly, this shouldn't be seen as a threat. It's really just an inevitable shift in the creative baseline. It's quickly becoming the new industry standard. The market is increasingly desperate for the fast, scalable output AI provides, and understanding how to harness these tools is simply becoming part of the foundational skill set you need to participate in the modern creator economy. This right here is where the 10x power of AI truly becomes undeniable from a business perspective. AI slashes production time by up to 95% and lowers costs by up to 90%. But get this, the most important metric is that it actually increases ad click-through rates by 20 to 40% compared to traditional ads. Crazy, right? But why does it work so well? Because AI allows for rapid A/B testing and hyper-personalization that traditional ads simply can't afford. You can tweak a hook, change a background, or adjust the tone in seconds, which means you're giving audiences exactly what resonates with them in real time. Because of these incredible performance metrics, a staggering 70% of brands have increased their spending on user-generated content in just the past 12 months alone. Consumer attention spans are shorter than ever, which means a single video ad fatigues incredibly fast. Brands are absolutely desperate for authentic-feeling content at a massive scale just to keep their marketing fresh. They are aggressively seeking out independent creators who can deliver that constant stream of varied, high-quality content without breaking the budget. And the money is flowing directly toward this AI solution. All right, moving right along to our final part, Section 4, Building Your AI UGC Brand. The source outlines this deeply fascinating method they call the AI Avatar Advantage. Basically, this allows you to create consistent digital avatars that represent you or a brand. You can use automated voice sync to perfectly read your scripts. It's honestly incredible to just marvel at where the technology is right now. Think about it. You could literally be sitting in rush hour traffic, but with a single click, instantly swap your avatar's background to a luxury beach resort or a sleek professional studio. You achieve what is essentially faceless content, but it still retains a highly personal, human feel, transferring your real expertise through a digital medium without ever stepping in front of a lens. To actually put this into practice, the speaker offers a very specific blueprint. First, you have to commit to learning the necessary skills. Let's be real, there is no magic push button for instant success. Second, leverage unlimited AI video creation tools so you aren't held back by those physical bottlenecks we talked about. But the third step, that is the most crucial point of all. You must add your unique human element. When AI generation becomes infinite and cheap, the only thing that will separate successful creators from the absolute noise is their distinct human experiences, their values, and their unique taste. Think of it this way. The AI is just the vehicle. Your humanity is the engine. So I want to leave you with this final, slightly provocative thought from our explainer today. You now see the 10x power of AI and precisely how the creator economy is shifting right beneath our feet. So the question is, will you hold on to those outdated, exhausting methods, desperately trying to sell that semester of school that nobody actually wants? Or will you embrace and leverage AI to finally do business on your own terms, aligning with your deepest values, and providing exactly what the market is so desperate for? Ultimately, the choice is entirely yours. Thanks for tuning in.
They keep telling you, stay motivated. Watch this. Listen to that. Get inspired. But what happens when the video ends? When the music fades? When nobody's clapping, watching, or waiting for you to win? What moves you then? I used to run on borrowed energy, quotes, speeches, people hyping me, yeah. Felt unstoppable for a moment, then I'd crash, like it was never in me. That's the problem with external fuel. It burn quick, don't last, don't rule. You dependent on a source outside, so when it disappears, so do you. I was chasing feelings, not building fire, waiting to feel ready instead of climbing higher. But readiness ain't a mood you catch, it's a discipline you wire. So I had to ask myself something different. If nobody ever told me keep going, would I answer that honestly? I realize purpose don't scream, it whispers. It ain't in the crowd, it's found in the mirror. It ain't in applause or validation checks. It's in what you do when there's nothing to flex. Motivation temporary, purpose permanent. One phase away, the other's inherent. You don't wake up feeling it every day, but purpose don't care how you feel anyway. It moves through you even when you're tired, even when life feel misaligned and wired. It's that quiet push you can't explain. Let's say do it again through the doubt and pain. So I stopped asking how do I feel and started asking what's real, what's mine to build, what's mine to create. That's when I found something stronger than fate. I don't need a reason, I am the reason. I am the reason. I don't need the feeling, I don't need the feeling. I move with meaning. No more waiting, no more waiting, no more chasing, no more chasing. Internal driver, that's what's leading. Yeah. Now I move like it's already decided. No hesitation, no need to be guided. I built a system inside of my soul that don't break down when I'm losing control. External noise don't shake my direction. I learned to operate without the connection. Not disconnected but self-sustained. Energy internal, never drained. I don't need hype, I don't need cheers. I done built this through blood, sweat, tears. Every rep carved into my frame. Now discipline calling me by name. This is what it look like when purpose drive. You ain't just working, you feel alive. Even in struggle there's something deeper. You not just moving, you moving with meaning. Listen close. Purpose don't shout, it pulls. It don't beg, it demands. And once you feel it, you can't go back. There's gonna be days you don't feel like it. Do it anyway. There's gonna be days you question everything. Keep going anyway. Because the ones who make it ain't the most motivated, they the most committed to something deeper than motivation. I don't need a reason, don't need a reason. I am the reason, am the reason. I don't need the feeling, don't need the feeling. I move with meaning, move with meaning. No more waiting, no more waiting, no more chasing, no more chasing. Internal driver, that's what's leading. When the world go quiet, when the noise disappear, when nobody's watching, that's when you find out if you really got it, or if you was just borrowing it. Borrowing it.
Look at these numbers, because this is bigger than simply making videos faster. According to the figures on this page, AI-generated UGC can reduce production time by 80 to 95% and lower the cost of creating each video by 70 to 90%. Think about what that means in real dollars. Using a simple example, if producing one traditional video costs you $100, a 70 to 90% reduction could bring that cost down to roughly $10 to $30. Now you are not risking your entire budget on one idea. You can test 5 hooks, 3 different characters, multiple audiences, and several calls to action. That is why the next statistic matters. Brands may be able to test 2 to 5 times more ads. More testing gives you more chances to discover the message that actually gets people to stop, click, and buy. And this graphic points to click-through rates potentially increasing by 20 to 40% compared with traditional ads. That is where the monetary value becomes real. Lower production costs protect your budget. Faster creation gives you more opportunities. More variations help you find winning content sooner. And instead of struggling to produce 1 or 2 videos every week, AI can potentially multiply your output dramatically. You may be asking, is this just another trend? Maybe some tools will disappear, but the larger shift is already happening. Content production is becoming faster, more personalized, and less dependent on cameras, locations, and expensive teams. People often look back at Microsoft, Amazon, or Bitcoin and say, I wish I had recognized what was happening earlier. This is not a promise that AI UGC will make you rich. It is a warning not to ignore another major change while it is still developing. The creators who learn the workflow now will understand how to produce, test, and improve content, while everyone else is still debating whether AI belongs in marketing. That is why I created the Hustleverse Movie Studio AI UGC Blueprint. It shows you how to create the character, plan the scenes, showcase the product, generate the footage, and turn it into a finished promotion without filming yourself. The opportunity is not merely using AI. The opportunity is learning how to direct it before the market becomes crowded. Get the blueprint and start building that skill now.
I give you food for action, don't choke on the truth. This lesson I prepare was made just for you. Feast up, I'll keep serving till the pot run dry. Got enough cooking to feed the whole country, no lie. Too many flavors, you know, I got what you like. Don't start beefing with me, you won't win this fight. If you come in peace, keep your teeth intact. I got a plan to get this cake, come grab a stack. Life could be sweet, if you listen, you'll see. Food for action on a platter, served fresh by me. I'm serving knowledge on plates, got the recipe down. A blend of hustle and wisdom, that's my sound. I'm feeding the masses, no crumbs, full course. But if you bring nothing to the table, find the door. Stop acting like you got beef, it won't taste right. This flavor's reserved for those ready.
Okay, family, we are live. We are live. And once again, I want to welcome you guys back to another episode of the Hustlers 10-Minute a Day Challenge. Today is Strong 60, Day 2, and we are right at 19 minutes into today's challenge. And I'm going to peel the curtain back right away because today, I always tell you guys if I'm going to keep you for a long time or if I'm going to, just keep you for a little bit of time. And today is going to be an extremely short live. And it's because I have some construction going on here in my home and it's going to get a little loud. So I want to make sure that I give you that heads up. But I still want to give you a little piece of value. So, I pulled up one of my favorite tools, which is the new tab section. And I found this article real quick. I just still wanted to give you guys some value. Now, of course, we know on a daily basis we use AI. And of course, in that beginning intro training, it told you about all the things that you can learn and that you can do with AI and how you need to incorporate it in your daily activities to build your business. So I wanted to talk to you about this quick article that I saw. And this is going to help you with your daily content creation and getting better at using one of my favorite tools, which is ChatGPT. So it says here, I stopped starting over in ChatGPT and the answers got much better. So just want to read these quick key takeaways so that hopefully the right person will get some helpful information and you'll be able to go through your day with a new mindset that's going to help you be more productive. So it says here, starter kit. Save reusable prompts for recurring tasks like emails, meal plans, or learning hobbies to avoid repeating instructions every time. I know that sounds simple, but the majority of people do not save their prompts. They don't reuse them. And this brings me to one of my other favorite tools. It's something that's free and it's something that's simple and it's something that everybody has access to and I use myself on a daily basis. And that's simply the notepad. So you have notepad on your desktop, laptop, and you even have a version of it on your cell phone. So when you're prompting your AI tool, whether it's ChatGPT or Claude or whatever it is, make sure that you save that helpful prompt because a lot of times you'll be in one chat area and it comes to a point where it's happened to me a lot of times. I get to the end of that chat where it'll say, hey, you need to start a new chat. And depending on what you're using, the information that you have in one chat may not carry over to another chat, which means that that information is lost. And you have to remember or try to reprompt the new chat in order for it to give you as good of information as you were getting in your previous chat. In other words, to help it remember exactly what it is, your style, and what you're looking for. So make sure that you save reusable prompts. Now, next we have reference library. Keep documents with key info, preferences, checklists, dietary needs to provide context quickly in new conversations. Once again, new conversations. Even though the AI is getting a lot better, I believe now with ChatGPT, it'll remember everything across multiple conversations. But we still want to make sure that we have these conversations saved. The pertinent information, the things that you really want it to remember and keep responding in that same way. Because sometimes ChatGPT, it'll give you a response and it'll forget your preferences and you'll have to go in and remind it. And let's say you find another AI tool and you want to cross reference. You want to have kind of like a system where you use one AI tool to start the process and then you use another AI tool to check your work just to, cross reference and see, hey, is there a way that this could have been done better? And you want to take that prompt from there, put it into the new tool along with the information that you've gotten from your current AI and see what the new one gives you out. I do that often with um, Chat GPT and Copilot. So those are my two go-tos right now. And I'm really liking Copilot because it gives a lot of helpful information and it does some things that even Chat GPT, you know, well, maybe I don't know that Chat GPT can do it, but things that Copilot can do, still makes it an exclusive tool that's very helpful on its own. So let's see this last point right here. Ongoing projects. Treat long-term projects as continuous chats so ChatGPT remembers past decisions and builds on them, saving time and improving consistency. So look at that. Long-term projects as continuous chats. Now, as I stated, I've used chats to the extent where we've reached the bottom of the lifespan of that chat. Have you ever gotten a message that says, "Hey, this cannot basically you cannot generate any more information on this particular chat. You need to start a new one." If you haven't, then maybe you're the type to start a new chat every couple of, ideas. But if you ever gotten to the end of one, then you know the feeling that you might have to start another one. And that information from that one, you know, it'll sit there, but you can't go back and use that same, chat mind, that same brain to continue on. So you want to treat your long-term projects as continuous chats. So ChatGPT remembers past decisions. So put all three of these things together so that you can save your information and have a congruent type of content creation system. So the last thing that I want to talk to you guys about is what we have going on today, which we know today is Training Day Tuesday. And on Training Day Tuesday, we have a training that's being hosted by one of my business partners, Mr. Wayne Crow, and that'll be at 2 p.m. EST time. And this training is called the Guaranteed Buyer Traffic in Only 15 Minutes Per Day. Now, this right here, it says if you could get any type of traffic, which would it be? Free traffic, easy traffic, or traffic that is proven to want to buy what you put in front of them? The answer is obviously the last one, but it is never quite that easy, is it? We seem to buy what? Okay, so if you stay today at 2 p.m., this Tuesday, August 4th, in just a matter of 4 hours and 33 minutes, you'll get the answers that you need. How to get guaranteed buyer traffic in only 15 minutes per day. So I want to give you back some of your time for today. I'm going to let the workers do their work because it's going to get a little loud in here. But I hope you guys have gotten value out of today's live and something actionable that you can take action on today, and be prepared for 2 p.m. so that you can learn more actionable steps and take your business to the next level. So with that, we're going to close out. I hope you guys have enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next video. And we're going to close out as we always do. And I hope you guys have a great rest of your day.
Woke up to silence, dreams still heavy. Phone screen dry, but my vision stays steady. Mama said, baby, that job ain't your lane. But I clocked in anyway, chasing someone else's gain. That got me dancing with denial at night. Scrolling for hope, but it's hidden from sight. 10 minutes a day, sounded small at first, but in silence, even whispers can quench a thirst. Notebook in hand, wrote my future in ink. Mapped out my mission before I started to sink. Every post was a prayer, every share had weight. I wasn't selling a link, I was shifting fate. I found my rhythm in the quietest place, where hustle meant healing and grind meant grace. From the corner of doubt, I carved my space. Legacy ain't loud, but it wins the race. 10 minutes a day, brick by brick, built from the bottom, now the vision stick. No hype, no cap, just clarity. This ain't just income, it's legacy. Every click, every song I create, etches my name where they can't erase. You can doubt, but you gon' see. 10 minutes a day, turned into legacy. People laugh, said she doing too much. To my PayPal pin, then they changed up the touch. No big brand, no six-figure crew, just a mic, some lyrics, and a dream that grew. Tired of waiting for the gatekeeper's call, so I built my own stage, held my own hall. Suno on deck, that's the beat in my chest. GPT spitting like I'm born to impress. Said I'd never make it, cool, noted. But now my bars turn pain into coated. From broken to branded, I ain't asked for fame, I asked for freedom and I claim my name now. Hustle berry on loop like healing chance, for the girls who grew up with limited chance. This is more than a challenge, it's breaking the chain. Cause 10 minutes a day rewired my brain. 10 minutes a day, brick by brick, built from the bottom, now the vision stick. No hype, no cap, just clarity. This ain't just income, it's legacy. Every click, every song I create, etches my name where they can't erase. You can doubt, but you gon' see. turned into legacy. Now my daughter sees me different, eyes full of fire. She said, Ma, your words lift me higher. This ain't a hustle, this a heart-led path, where math meets message and message meets math. Community over clicks, value over hype. I ain't here to trend, I'm here to type blueprints for the ones still stuck in fear. Let them borrow my belief till their purpose clear. Haters still quiet, but I'm loud with grace. Posting in peace, not a mask on my face. Every bar I drop, every beat I ride, I'm freeing the ones with the pain they hide. 10 minutes ain't much, but it changed my name. Turned struggle into strength.